Today we will be making our own dot inspired by Peter H. Reynolds' The Dot. I hope you enjoyed the story, and now we're going to create our own. You'll choose a circle size that you like based off of the circle templates that will be passed out, and you will first trace to get the circle that you'd like. So I'm going to trace to get my circle. I'm holding the pencil in the hand that I write with and holding my tracer still. No matter what your tracer looks like or your circle template looks like, you want to make sure that you're holding it still to get your circle. Now that I have my circle, I can use my pencil if I'd like to start designing my dot, or I can go right in with my markers and crayons. I'd like to kind of have some circles inside of circles for this, but you can choose however you want to design and create your dot. Let's see, I have another circle tracer here. Maybe I want to put that on the inside. It's a little off center, and that's okay. I might even want to do one more line like that for my design, but you choose what you like to do. Okay? Now I can start doing my designs. I can do that in pencil, or I can move on to my marker. I do suggest that you do marker first and then do your crayon. I think that'll work best. So I can choose any colors that I'd like. I'm gonna do, in this area, black stripes. I think I will do red dots around the outside, and I'm just using the tip of my marker to get my dots. The harder I press, I might get a little bit bigger dot, but I don't want to press too hard. I don't want to damage the marker. I have to go really small back here where I don't have as much space. Let's see, now I might think about adding in another color and some other form of design. I think I'm gonna do orange circles and maybe not fill them all the way in. I'd like to outline, I think, this inner circle with my black. So I'm gonna try my best to trace over my pencil line to create that design. And if I get a little bit off the pencil line, that's okay. I could trace the outer edge, but I am going to be cutting this out, so that's okay if I don't. I think I'd like to put more colors in there, so I'm going to do similar to what I did earlier, but with all different colors. Just kind of filling this with space with color. I would like to sort of trace around these just a little bit. Everyone's dots are going to be different, and that's what's going to make this so cool. So that everyone's going to approach this in a different way. Now I'd like to use my crayons because I want to fill it in. I want these to be very colorful, so I don't want to have a lot of white space. You can leave a little white space if it's a part of your design, but I think we should try to get these colorful. They're all going to be on display. Let's see. This is a gray. I'm going to use a little bit of a gray back here. And I can go over top of my marker there and it's okay. But I'm going around the orange ones since they're bigger. I'm coloring lightly here because I want that marker to show, but you may want to color bold with your crayon, and you can achieve that by how light or hard you press with your crayon. I'd like something more bright on the outside, so maybe a yellow. Maybe a yellow would be nice. And that's going to go where the red dots are. And this time I am going to press harder. I want to get a bright, bold yellow. Your dot may resemble, a flower, or have all different types of lines, zigzags, swirly lines. You can do a variety of patterns, designs, colors, but keeping them abstract is going to make this, I think, look super cool. And now I have to decide what I want to do here. I could leave it white, or I can add in a color or a pattern. Actually thinking I might do a variety of blues because I have quite a few blues that I can choose from that are all a little bit different. So now I'm going to hold my paper. I'm going to put my scissors in the hand that I write with, and I'm going to do my best to try to cut out along my pencil line, my first circle that I made, the outermost circle. This is just one way to do it. I will have other examples for you to look at, and I want you to have fun, be creative, and use good craftsmanship as you make your Dot Day dot. Here are a few of my finished dots. So you can see there are different sizes and different patterns and designs. This one kind of reminds me of like a tie-dye. I worked in rainbow order, the order of the color wheel, from red to orange to yellow to green to blue and purple. This one sort of reminds me a little bit of maybe a flower or a plant, and I did lines and then filled in with color. This is the one that I did on the video, which sort of almost reminds me of a moon in outer space. And this one, I started with a heart with marker. I added some marker lines, and then I used crayon. You'll notice that as my crayon overlapped, it mixed to make new color. So the yellow and the turquoise mixed to make this nice blue-green. And then I just filled all the way in.